Welcome, friends. Welcome to all those who enjoy a little folk and fairy tale, and welcome to readers of Taproot Magazine who may have already seen this particular fairy tale featured in the pages of the Lunar issue. This is a fairy tale about a moon and a marshland. Much of the story takes place at night, but I have filmed here marshland near me on a cold, crisp winter's morning. It is very much light and bright because it would take a braver soul than me to travel these lands at night. So let me tell you the tale of the buried moon. Long ago, in the marshes, the land of bogs and blackwater pools, creeping green algae and squishy moons, the moon shone, and she lit up the pool so folk could walk safely in the moonlight. But on the nights that she didn't shine, out slithered all the things that dwelt in the darkness, seeking to do harm. Bogles, boglins, boggarts, and bad spirits. Well, the moon, being kind and good, wanted to see these tricksy beings for herself and send them away for good. And so she stepped down in the glimmer of starlight, wrapped in a black cloak over her shining hair, and to the marsh's edge she went and looked about her. But as she stepped, she slipped and tumbled in, tangled and twined in the cold marsh, a snaggle of tangling branches and roots. The moon's light was gone with such haste. Dark things that dwelt there leapt out with screeches and howls. The marsh witches shrieked, and the crawling things twined themselves around her knees. And the Bogles fetched a big flat stone and placed it on top of her to keep her from rising. And the Wisps were instructed to keep watch, to see that the moon lay still and couldn't get out. Days passed, and the village folk put pennies in their pockets and straws in their caps for good luck, looking forward to the paths being safe once more under the light of the moon. But the days turned to weeks, and the moonlight never came, and the poor folk were afeared. So they went to the wise woman who dwelt in the old mill. "Well," said she, after looking from her brewpot to her mirror and her book, "go all of ye. As the night gathers, put a stone in your mouth and hazel twigs in your hands, and speak not a word till you're safe home again. Walk far into the midst of the marsh. You will find a coffin, a candle, and a cross. Look there and find the moon." So come the next night, as darkness fell, they set out as one, with a stone in their mouths and hazel twigs in hand, and they came nigh to the pool where the moon lay buried. And they stopped as one, for there was a great stone that looked like a strange coffin lid, and black branches stretching out in 2 arms in a dark, gruesome cross, and on it the Wisps flickered like dying candles. Here was the coffin, the cross, and the candle. Without speaking a word, with all their strength, they slid this stone coffin lid away, and they saw a luminous face, smiling with relief and looking up at them out of the black water. They stepped back, dazzled for a moment, and there now the full moon was returned to the sky. And from that night, the moon shone brighter over the marshes than anywhere else, and evil spirits cowered once more from her light. Thank you so much for joining me on this little journey to the marshes and with the buried moon. I hope the rest of your month is filled with gentle magic and you're enjoying this month's copy of Taproot Magazine. I thank them for publishing this, one of my very favourite tales of moons and magic. Goodbye for now. Thank you for joining me.